Ask the Lawyer segment, which we present every Wednesday at this time with attorney for the injured, Bruce L. Scheiner. Bruce answers questions submitted by you. If you'd like to submit a question, well, I'll tell you how to go about that in just a moment as well, but I want to get right into it, and I don't like to waste Bruce's time if I don't have to. Would you please help me welcome Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Good morning, Bruce.
Hey, good morning, Todd. How are you doing this beautiful morning?
Excellent. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking.
Good. Well, as always on Wednesdays, we have a bit of a thorny legal issue here and somebody with a great deal of concern over a really serious motorcycle crash. And I know we're talking to the right person here because you're known as the biker's lawyer for a reason. You deal with a lot of motorcycle accidents, don't you?
We do. We love to help the motorcycle riders.
And it's sad to say that. At the same time that it's a point of pride, the help that you provide. It's a point of sorrow how many motorcyclists get into, unfortunately, painful situations and injuries.
That is true, Todd. Unfortunately, a lot of drivers don't see the motorcyclist on the road, and it causes a lot of crashes.
It does. All right, well, let's get right into the thick of this question and see what you make out of it so we don't waste too much of your time. You ready?
I'm ready, Todd.
Okay. Today's question reads as follows. My daughter was riding on the back of a motorcycle. The motorcycle driver cut in front of a car a little too close, clipping the bike's back and causing it to go down, killing the driver and severely injuring my daughter. We found out the motorcycle driver only had minimum motorcycle insurance, and I didn't know what to do. My daughter is covered under my insurance, including our umbrella policy. However, I'm concerned that our insurance won't cover the accident since the driver she was riding with might have been at fault. My daughter is only 19, and this accident will likely affect her for the rest of her life. I'm on disability, and I don't have any money. Can the lawyer help? And it does sound as if it is, as it's described here, that the motorcycle rider was potentially at fault here. Does that make a difference, Bruce? Is there some help in this situation?
Well, it doesn't make a difference who's at fault. It makes a difference where the insurance coverage is coming from.
I see.
And apparently, the only coverage that would really be helpful to the caller is uninsured motorist coverage.
Okay. Okay.
We talk about that all the time, but it's critical that caller had backing uninsured motorist coverage, because if they had a automobile with insurance coverage and you get hurt on a motorcycle, that coverage wouldn't apply unless it was stacking, because stacking provides not only that you could get the coverages for all your vehicles that are covered, but it also provides that it covers you for any vehicle you may be in.
I see. Okay.
If the parents had stacking uninsured motorist coverage, they would be able to make a recovery.
And if I've learned from you over the years how this works, let me just see if I can do the math myself, and I'm not good at math, but let's say, for example, they have 3 vehicles and $200,000 coverage on each of those vehicles stacking. That would equal $600,000 of coverage.
That is correct.
Okay,
so
good.
There's two real benefits of stacking. One is, as I said, if you are in another vehicle other than one that is insured, if you have stacking, it covers you on that vehicle. Especially, it covers you on a motorcycle where your automobile insurance would not normally cover you.
I see.
Second, as you pointed out, stacking adds up all the coverages in your policies so that you get the total of the coverages. In other words, in your example, there's 3 vehicles with $200,000 each. You're entitled to $600,000 of uninsured motorist coverage.
And that could go a long way towards helping in this situation. She's a young girl, after all.
Absolutely. It's very important to have stacking uninsured motorist coverage.
It doesn't sound like the kind of thing that a layperson should undertake themselves, though. It sounds like you're going to be dealing with insurance issues quite a bit. Undoubtedly, there are going to be tons of medical bills. They're going to start getting in the mailbox here pretty quickly. It'd be much better to have somebody take that over for you, wouldn't it?
It sure would. We would be happy to help this family, and they certainly need an experienced lawyer that handles motorcycle cases.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Bruce, I'm glad that you think that there's some hope here. What about the umbrella policy? Could that come into play somehow? Not everybody has one of those.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very good to have an umbrella policy, but if you're wise enough to get an umbrella policy, you should make certain that that umbrella policy covers uninsured motorists coverage in addition to liability. A lot of people only get umbrellas for liability, but it's very easy to include uninsured motorist coverage in your umbrella.
So as the old saying goes, the devil is in the details. And I know that if anybody has an umbrella policy and they say, wow, I don't know what it covers exactly, you would be more than happy to explain to them what they've got and perhaps what they need if they just want to call the office, right?
That is correct. I'm happy to help anyone and direct them with the coverage. Unfortunately, when I speak to clients, their insurance agents don't steer them down the right path. I spoke to someone last week. They had $250,000 of liability coverage and $25,000 of UM. So their agent didn't do them a favor and didn't explain how important UM coverage is.
Yeah, even I can see that's lopsided. So that's good that you caught that on their behalf. So we're going to give that phone number out here in just a second in case anybody wants to check their own policy. Bruce, thank you so much again for helping us.
Hey, Todd, it's my pleasure, and I look forward to another challenging question next week.
And I'm sure we will have one, sir. Have yourself a great week. Say hi to the family, please.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Bruce. Take care. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Now, if you would like to submit a question for future consideration, you can certainly do so through the website. Just go to the station website and put Bruce in the keyword search box. You'll go to the right place. Now, if you want to check out the policy you have, make sure it's got everything that you need in it, or you've got any kind of questions whatsoever. Maybe you've got a pressing injury situation like we just heard about. Call the Port Charlotte office of Associates and Bruce L. Scheiner at 941-743-7777, 743-7777. And tell them that Todd sent you from Kicks Country 92.9.